What's good, ninjas? It's Hina here, and I'm going to discuss everything that we've learned in a new Storm 4 E3 trailer.
Peggy 12.
自分の言葉は曲げねえ。それが俺の人道だ。
第一戦開始。このタイミングか。このタイミングか。てろ。合格。
超優秀螺旋手裏剣。
陸道仙人の力を見るがいい。
ほら
僕の剣消えろ。自爆転生。燃え尽きろ。
Well, other than the fact that the Hidden Leaf Village has some really stable fucking ground, we've learned a lot of gameplay aspects, and we've learned a little bit about how the game will play out. Okay, so the first thing I looked for is any major changes to the battle system. And so far, the first thing I see is that you are able to change characters mid-combo. Now, we were told earlier that we can change characters in the middle of a fight, and now we get to see how that plays out. You can actually change characters mid-combo. Now, I still have a lot of questions, like, could you change characters without a combo? Is it something that can be done only when you're comboing? Is it something that can be done only between certain characters, like Naruto and Sasuke? Because it looked like a combination. I want to know if maybe there's a certain attack you can do, that changes the character. I personally would like it to be a button you pressed or a command you input, and it will make it so the character change whether it be in the combo or you're just standing still. That's personally what I would prefer. Because by the looks of this, it looks like you can chain different combos together if you change your character mid-combo. But I would also like the freedom to change it without having to be in the middle of a combo. Another thing we learned is that you will be able to see the damage on your outfit in battle if you take enough damage. Now, we see Madara beating the shit out of Sakura, which is always fun, and her jacket flies off and it makes this like cracking glass sound. That's probably gonna be the sound for everything, so they probably had armor in mind when they made it, so they're gonna put like this armor breaking sound for everything basically. Now, this is really good. I know a lot of people have been asking for this. It's been speculated that this will happen during the Hashirama and Madara boss fight, because we saw armor being flown off in the middle of that fight. And the first question that came to my mind and a lot of people's minds is, will we be able to do that during free battle? Now, we also find out that not every character will be getting an update. We see Sakura doing her same ultimate jutsu that she has in Revolution. We also see Madara using his same combo that he does and his same grab that he does in Revolution as well. They showed off Naruto and Sasuke's flashy new combos, which look really badass, but Sakura seems to have the same combos she had in Revolution and all the other games before. At least a new ultimate is something that I would like to see. She's pretty much only gotten a new ultimate jutsu in all the Storm games. Nothing really major had changed for Sakura, so I would have really loved to see Sakura get updated, because they usually only update Naruto and Sasuke. If they're updating Sakura, then that means they might update other characters as well. Now, earlier I made a joke about this. I said that the Hidden Leaf Village has some really stable fucking ground. Now that actually tells us something. It wasn't just a joke. It tells us that there won't be any environmental damage. There'll only be damage to clothing and not the environment. I personally would love to see environmental damage. The only environmental damage we've ever had is in Revolution when you True Awakened, and it looks like the earth is in this chaos state and there's lava around and lightning in the sky. It looked amazing. I would love to see that something like that happen after you do an ultimate jutsu when there's a huge explosion. It will make sense. And speaking of that, I don't think that's gonna be in Storm 4 anymore. We see Naruto and Sasuke awaken, and they're fighting in their huge awakening state, both of them, and the Hidden Leaf Village is perfectly fine. What the hell is this village made out of? It can take perfect Susanoo and Kurama fighting, and it can take all these explosions and still look fine? Well, damn. Now, the stages being the same after you True Awaken is something I really hope is not the case. Maybe this is just a beta we're seeing. Maybe there's still a lot of room for improvement, because I remember in the early Revolution gameplay we saw Mecha Naruto fighting in the Uchiha hideout destroyed, and that stage is nowhere in Revolution. So keep in mind that this is still early. Things can change, things can be put in, and things can even be taken out. But so far you've seen how the base gameplay is, how it's going to play out, and we've seen what changes they're going to be doing, and we know the game is going to look very nice. But that's all for now. I'll be discussing this later on if I notice anything different. So until then, I will see you guys next time.